Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nurse Mark and the Green Nurse Daily Dose of AFA.
Where we bring you hope and inspiration for growth and healing so you can start your day off the AFA way. And in case you have forgotten what that is, we're going to remind you. Mark?
We're going to remind you every weekday from now until
The end of time.
You're absolutely fucking amazing. You don't need to be better. You don't need to be different. You don't need to change anything. You are absolutely amazing, exactly as you are.
Exactly.
So here we are, Sherry.
Here we
Tuesday,
are.
February 9th, 2021. My God, I think I'm finally getting it right. I'm writing 2021, not 2020 anymore.
I know.
Good. We're into this year. We're fully into it. And so let's start off with the daily love. So today I pulled from Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh, which is one of my all-time favorite books.
Me too.
And today, God was talking about the problems of the world. And talking to Neil about, Neil was asking, why are there so many problems in the world, that the injustices? And God's response was pretty cool, because it was pretty much, the world is the way the world is. And if it was any different, you wouldn't have any opportunity for choice. And therefore you wouldn't really have a life. And so it was pretty cool. It's like, because God is mentioning things the way they are, like the industrial military complex understands very well that to solve the problem would be the end of their existence, right? So they never want any war, no more governments anywhere, because that would be the end of the industrial military complex. Same thing with the medical community. And this resonated with me, being in the field of work that we're in, Sherry, with cannabis, right? It says your medical establishment understands this too. That is why it staunchly opposes, it has to, for its own survival, any new miracle drug or cure, to say nothing of the possibility of miracles themselves. So it's just the way it is.
And
we're in this world of cannabis as a medicine, and oh my gosh, we're so early on, and all of the evidence that we see that is being, studied, shows that it is. And yet the medical community still says it's not really a medicine.
And
It's okay. We love our brothers and sisters.
We love our brothers and sisters.
For it to be a healing plant with miraculous properties would mean that there would be less for them in their world of medicine.
Yeah. And let me tell you, there's plenty to go around. There's plenty of suffering to go around, truly.
Plenty.
And, that's it right there. That's really tough. The huge disconnect between health and care, right? The essence of nursing is actually human caring. And so that's why we're here. We care about you. That's why we show up every morning at 8 a.m. because we do want to bring you that hope, the hope of the plant, the inspiration, which is in spirit, right? And the growth is doing something, and healing isn't the absence of illness or disease. So we are so passionate about this plant.
Right.
Really, really excited.
Right.
About
so
sharing
what's the
that
message for today out of all of that, Sherry? It's really acceptance that the world is the way the world is. And one thing that I pointed out in sort of my analysis or my opinion on this whole thing is that the way the world is the way that the world is, just because we choose it to be that way. Because I'll give you an example. Hunger, world hunger. We've combated world hunger forever and ever and ever. And you know what? Here's the reality of this situation. If we all agreed today to end world hunger, we could do it. We have the technology, we have the food, we just don't agree to do it. And that's why people starve, because we don't agree. We could absolutely solve world hunger today. So the message is, the world is the way the world is. Accept it, love it. We're here. Do our part. We can just do our part. And here we are. We're doing
our part. So I'm gonna give the flip side of that, because I'm just gonna giggle, because I always like to play the devil's advocate sometimes. So here's the thing. Some people will be like, I'm not gonna accept that. I can't accept that. So here's the thing. This is the trick that I play with myself that helps me to get out of that.
Yeah.
is if I can't accept what is,
Mm-hmm.
then I can accept the fact that I can't accept it.
Right. Well,
Right? So it's
here's the thing. If you don't accept it, you have a choice. You can try to do something about it or not.
right,
But that's
right.
the beauty of life. That's why you have a life, because you get to choose to work towards that goal. But you don't
Yeah.
have to become bitter about the fact that it is the way it is. It
Yep.
just is the way it is, and it's okay. So now you have the opportunity to step in and be that powerful human being that wants to make a change in it.
There you go. Be the change.
Be the change, baby. All right, what's up
Absolutely.
for self-care today, Sherry?
Oh, self-care is basically combining traditional with the holistic because,
Mhm, mhm.
basically I had to go to the doctor's yesterday really quick. I'm doing fine, but it's really paying attention to self-care.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a lot of pauses today to listen to my body
Mhm.
and just continue to feed it cannabinoids and, combine the traditional care with the holistic.
Yeah.
So I would
Yeah.
say combining the two different types of modalities, the traditional with the holistic,
Absolutely. And
and
that
paying
and,
attention.
we firmly, I know you do and I do, we firmly believe that it's that mix of both worlds that can provide the best health care, right? Well,
Yeah.
care really.
Yep.
And it's,
Truly. And
you're doing proactive things to take care of what you need to take care of.
and part of the thing too is I like to disclose because I want people to understand too
Mhm.
that that was big for me to leave the house yesterday.
Mhm.
Big for me to leave the house to go seek
Mhm.
traditional care because historically the traditional system has failed me. However, so I needed to change that mindset. And yesterday our word was joy.
Yeah.
So I was like, how am I going to find joy in this situation?
Mhm.
Well, basically, I took that deep breath into spirit, that breath work that we do, and brought in spirit and literally, cannabis, a lot of breath work, a lot of
Mhm.
changing my perception helped me to
Right.
get through the experience yesterday. So self care, combining, and that is the word of the day. What about your self care tool of the day, Mark?
My self-care tool is movement. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
getting out. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna really sweat today. And
Sweat
I
it out.
love that. I mean, I just feel so good when I get done with it. And while I'm working out, I'll remember that big piece of carrot cake I had Sunday night. I'll just because I loved it. But that's the offset, right? I have
Well, yes.
carrot
Okay.
cake, I work out, I eat right most of the time. I mean, I'm not even saying having carrot cake is not eating right because my God, I think eating carrot cake is what everybody should do.
I love carrot cake. It's the best. But here's the thing: is you're working out. This is the
Yeah,
part that's so cool.
right.
Working out,
Mhm. Yep,
exercise in general, what does it do? It supports and nourishes our endocannabinoid
it does
system.
just that.
Motion is the lotion. So I'll be doing a lot of
Mhm.
chair yoga.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Whatever you're gonna
right.
do, whatever movement you get. Okay, let's go.
Tidbit Tuesday, a hug and a nug of information. It
Woo!
is Terpene Tuesday. Mark, what's a terpene?
Oh, man. You guys are gonna know every Tuesday, you're gonna figure out what a terpene is. You're gonna be experts in it. All right, so a
Excellent.
terpenes are organic compounds that produce specific smells and tastes in a plant. And they're found in cannabis, essential oils, plants, trees, and foods. And really, the plants use them, cannabis uses them to ward off attacks from animals and insects and fungus during their growth cycle. So, it's a defense mechanism that plants use. And so they either make it smell awful to whatever the pest is, or it makes it taste bad, or it kills whatever it is that's trying to
Yep.
attack the plant. So they're powerful in the plant world. And
Yeah.
terpenes do contribute to the entourage effect, and they have their own healing properties. Now, there's a ton of studies being done about it. And let me tell you this right now, nobody knows how the entourage effect really works, but they do recognize that it is actually a phenomenon. It is
Yep.
something that they can see. They just don't know how it works. So that's the beauty of being on the cutting edge here, right? So
Yes.
many things to study, and that's one that's got a lot of focus these days because the terpenes and the cannabinoids and the other chemicals all work together in this beautiful synergistic pool of goodness, right? And
You couldn't have said that
we'll
any
get into
better.
that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So here it is at the bottom line. The whole of the plant is greater than its individual parts. That's
Right
it.
there.
Bottom line, right? Think of that umbrella. Think of the
Mhm.
umbrella, the endocannabinoid system right there. The whole umbrella. The umbrella constitutes your body. And when the whole
Mhm.
plant is raining on your umbrella, wow, isn't that awesome? You're
Yeah.
getting
Like
the
a lock
plants.
and key. It
Yes.
all works together to help each of the individual parts do their part in your
Yes.
body. Yeah.
Okay. So Terpene Tuesday. The
Here we
terpene
go.
today is osamine. So I had to actually I was like, is it osamine?
Osamine, I like
Osamine.
that.
Yes. So what is osamine, Mark?
It's an acylic monoterpene found in substances such as lavender, basil, orchid flowers, mint, parsley, mangoes, kumquats, pepper, and of course, cannabis.
So essential oils with osamine include
Mhm.
hop oil, bigarade oil, bergamot oil, and lavender oil.
Mhm.
Kind of cool, huh? Isn't
Yeah.
there another one in
Oh,
there called whole leaf oil?
yeah, holy oil. Woo!
Yeah, really cool,
Hell
huh?
yeah. So, Sherry, no, this is great because I love this part. I love the chemistry behind this stuff, and
Oh,
we're only gonna just name it. We're not gonna go diving into it. So
no,
it's
I'm
about
gonna name it.
organic chemistry this morning, folks. All right, we're just gonna but it comes in 3 different forms. There's alpha osamine, cis beta osamine, and trans beta osamine.
There you go. There
Doesn't
you
that don't
go.
you just wanna start talking about that?
Oh God,
Sherry,
we all get cannabis nerdy. It's really
I love
it's
the chemistry.
me too. I love
Yeah,
it. And there you
right.
go. And
So what's the aroma?
all right, so the smell. Okay, it's got
Mhm.
this warm, herbaceous, citrus, and woody smell. And so this aroma contributes to the floral odor of the orchids and those snapdragon flowers. So, and the
Is
part that I found so interesting about the science about the aroma
yeah.
was how it's a pheromone that's involved in the social regulation of the honey bee colony. Really
Oh,
cool.
we love honeybees.
We
Oh,
do.
yeah. Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so this is a good one. So there are other uses, right? Of course, we find ways to use these things in all different ways, and some of it is they're used. This particular terpenes used in the perfume industry, so it's used for its sweet and floral aromatic profile. It's used as an antiperspirant, fabric softener, shampoo, soap, and hard surface cleaner.
There you go.
Yeah.
And some of the studies that we pulled up showed that the benefit this terpene works best with
Hmm.
the other cannabinoids, just like we talked about the entourage effect. So we're going to just talk about 4 quick studies. There's one study that was reported in Chemistry and Biodiversity, and they analyzed this osamine, and it was one of the 7 essential oils in a combination which showed an antiviral effect against herpes. So that was one, combination of 7 oils. This
Oh,
particular
that
terpene
herpes
was in it.
virus.
Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
I know, no good.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
I call that the itchy scratchy illness. Poor
That's right,
people.
right. Chicken pox,
Yep.
and then
Shingles.
shingles, and then
Painful.
so the cool thing about the herpes virus, you gotta be amazed and wonder about these viruses because they're just amazing organisms, right? So the herpes virus, whichever one the variety you end up taking
Getting.
on, because you just take them on, uh, they'll live at the root of the nerve in your body for the rest of your life, right? That's why in later life people get shingles because they had chicken pox when they were young, right? I find
Mhm.
that fascinating that this virus lives at the root of your nerve. It's there, and then it just gets flared up and it becomes active. It's just,
Yeah.
yeah,
It can lay dormant, right? And so just
yeah,
think about the different
mhm,
activities that we do or not do in our lives, right? The
mhm,
virus lays dormant, we don't take care of ourselves, we become stressed,
right,
boom,
yeah,
it comes out.
hmm,
Another study in 2015 talked about the antifungal effect. So the 2015 study published in the Journal of Natural Medicine looked at the antifungal activity of a combination of oils, which included osamine and alpha pinene, which is another terpene. And so the
hmm,
combination of these oils, including these 2 terpenes, showed antifungal properties,
right.
specifically against ringworm, right?
Ringworm.
Ringworm. And it's also been shown to decrease the overgrowth of candida. right? In the gut specifically.
Listen, it's a balancing act, right? We talk about having the endocannabinoid system be balanced and homeostasis. These fungal infections can kill people. Seriously, if somebody has a compromised immune system, and that's why, folks, we test cannabis products to make sure that they don't have mold and fungus, because if it's there, it could, hurt someone who has a compromised immune system.
Yep.
So isn't that wonderful that they do have these antifungal effects?
Yes, yes, absolutely. And then if you take a good probiotic, you're you're doing even better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we
The
have the
next
next
study.
one.
The
Yes.
next one. What is it? Antioxidants. What's it all about, Sherry?
Okay, so antioxidants, you got to look at antioxidants as protecting the cell, right? So just 2 apples, you peel them both, put them on the counter, cover one with lemon juice, leave one open to air. And what happens if you come back in an hour? The one that's been open to air is brown, and the one that's been covered with lemon juice is protected. So just think of antioxidants as protecting cells. So in 2013, the study looked into the antioxidant properties of the essential oil from black pepper. So ocimene is one of the main terpenes of black pepper, this essential oil. And so together, so here we go, we have a combination again of ocimene, alpha and beta pinene. Together, this oil showed antioxidative properties, and it also discovered that it could help manage type 2 diabetes and hypertension. So really kind of cool, cool information. So, they're correlating, people are starting to look at these different things and combining them. And it's just the beginning. It's the beginning of the research. So I thought that was really cool.
And the last one, you know what? And it makes sense because these things are fragrant. It acts as a decongestant. So monoterpenes such as ocimene are used in aromatherapy as a decongestant because they act as a mucous membrane tonic. And they're found in essential oils and aromatherapy. They may relieve nasal and mucous membrane discomforts. But what's the caution?
The caution is inhalation. So people should not be just, we talk about this all the time. Don't go out and buy terpenes and just start taking them. So we're just talking about one component in the plant. So ocimene can cause coughing if inhaled, if it's an isolated compound directly into the lungs. So the isolated terpene alone can irritate the skin and the eyes and could cause lung damage if you're not using it in combination with other products. So we're talking about these products, like we're going to talk about now, like some strains that are high in ocimene. So when you think about the plant,
what ones are they?
Yes, there's a bunch of them, the whole plant. So ocimene is found in golden goat, strawberry cough, chemobil, space queen, and other strains that may have varying levels of this terpene include OG Kush, lemon sour diesel, and what's that last one? Edwin? Elwin. I've never heard of that one.
Well, now you have, folks. Now we've all heard it.
So terpene talk, Terpene Tuesday.
Yeah, hug and a nug.
A hug and a nug. And we have a promotion here, and it's through Valentine's Day. The hug and the nug and all the love. We're sharing Green Nurse love with you all because we do truly care. So with every consultation that's booked, energy healing session, you will get a Nurse Mark bottle of CBD. So go to www.thegreennurse.com. If you're sick, suffering, if you want to learn how to incorporate cannabis into your daily regimen, or even want to learn how to have a safe adult use experience, come visit us.
And really, before I go into my spiel about joining the community, I just want to say thanks for being in the community, folks.
Yes.
Stop by, post up,
Jack,
Crystal, Fiona, Crystal, Carrot Cake for All. I think that's our new thing. Carrot Cake for All will solve the world's problems, right? And then we won't need a world anymore. Anyway, so thanks for stopping by, everybody. Now, if you are in the healthcare community, if you're helping people be more healthy, join us at the Green Nurse, and we'll work together to integrate cannabis into your practice and to bring this amazing plant into the mainstream of being healthy. Yeah.
And Mark, what kind of a day are we going to have today?
Oh my God, I'm having an AFA day today. Ooh, a lot on the plate, ready to go.
Ready to
And,
go.
yeah, I'm going to get that exercise in, Sherry. I am going to have the best day today, an AFA day for sure. And Sherry, what's it all about?
It is about living your best life.
Yes, it is. Thanks, guys. Lisa, thanks. And you know what? We're going to see you tomorrow morning, bright and early at 8 a.m. All right. Have a great day, folks.